Oh Lord. Tide ho. Oh Lord. Ho tide. Lord. Oh
Tide
my.
hole.
Wait a minute. Oh Lord. Hey guys.
Hello.
What's going on?
We're here.
We're queer.
There you go. I was gonna see if you was gonna get it. I was like, oh, is she gonna get it or not? Okay,
Oh,
okay.
absolutely. You knew. You should have known.
Wig.
You should know me by now. Come on now. Wait.
Okay.
Now, I last time we recorded, I was tapping on the mic, and as I listened, I was like, "Ooh, that is loud." So I'm not gonna do that again. If I have to tap on anything, it'll be like something else, something a little bit far away from the mic. So just letting y'all
Wig.
know. But how's everything on your end, girl? What's going on?
Everything is fine. I'm just relaxing, feeling my oats. You
Ooh, okay.
know, just relaxing and chilling, living this iPhone life.
Oh
That's
well,
just
you
what I
should. You
do.
ruined it, and you ruined it, and you ruined it,
Okay,
and you
girl.
ruined it.
Wig.
I was on your side until you did that. You was doing too much.
Hmm. But other than that, everything else is, just been great. I've been, relaxing, chilling, feeling my oats as always. So that's pretty much all on my end. What's going on with you?
The same. I had to. My it feels like my leg is letting me know that I need to take a break. So I'm kind of
Mm-hmm.
taking a little moment from my normal exercise situation. So I'll
Uh-huh.
try to try to recoup essentially. Don't
Okay.
wanna because I'm enjoying my exercising and so far it's fun. It's been real fun to do all the things that I've been doing, but it happens how it happens.
Hmm. So let's get into it. We said we was going to make this video a short video because, we always be having long ones. And we're just going to give you our top list. It's going to be a top list of shows and movies that we're into right now at the moment, and it can be reoccurring ones, ones that like I said, we're back on. So I guess we're gonna start with the music first. So I think me and you might have the top number one person to get into, if I'm not mistaken. And it's kind of a little
Hmm.
bit of a conversation, but you know what? I think you should take it off.
Yes, absolutely. So the top one that we're thinking about is what's her name? What's her name? Dua Lipa. She has a new song called "We're Good." It's so good, controversial, but it's amazing.
Hold on, which one was it?
I know what
I
you.
was like,
I knew what
girl,
you were meaning.
like, wait a minute. I'm like, okay, where's she going with this? I mean, I thought we already talked about that young lady.
Oh no, yeah. We were talking about Lil Nas. I know we were talking about Lil Nas.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. I love it. Um, I found myself humming it and listening to it, and I love the video. The video's amazing. I think, really, to be honest with you, the video is the selling point, and that's it. That's all the girls need
Yeah.
to know.
Okay. And we're definitely happy that it went number one in the country as it deserved.
It
Hello.
did. It did. It
You
did.
know, it's that girl. So I'm so excited to see him up there. I think I think this is his second number one, if I'm not mistaken. This is his second number one. His
I
other one was
No, go
hmm?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I believe it's his second number one.
I was gonna say I thought whatchamacallit went number one too, but I think he probably didn't. Panini.
I don't think it did.
Yeah, it probably didn't. Okay.
No, it didn't. It didn't. I think it was like probably number two. I think it went. Yeah, it went number two. I think Panini. I think it went number two or three. So, but it was at the top of the charts. But I'm very strong on the number one hit people because you know what Rihanna has multiple ones and all that.
Also, it's just it's good to like that, but also I just like the artist just because I like the artist.
Absolutely, absolutely. But I think it was just it's he is making history, and I feel like it's great to have a queer person, a dark skinned queer person. By the way, you guys don't know how much that means to the gay community, especially the dark skinned gay community, because we really like we have to be like extremely good. Like whatever we put out had to be extremely good for us to be on the top charts.
Right.
Very clear. So, and it's just proud to see that he's up there, and there's a lot of controversy about it, especially with him,
Especially with
going down that
their
pole.
with sorry you guys. With
Go
what
ahead,
the
girl.
subject matter that he's dealing with. I think it's also a part of it. Not to say that it's, girl, it's nothing to me because I feel like we've already seen stuff like this. Artists already dabble in this kind of situation and all that.
Hmm.
But because it's him, it's an even bigger deal. Because it's him. You know. So we're proud of him, we're here for him, and we're ready. He's
We're ready for the album. We definitely support. If you have a concert, we definitely will have to go and support the queens. The girls are going to be out here. Okay, so
oh absolutely.
definitely he's my top pick too as well. So I guess you get
Hmm.
into your second one. I guess we'll go like you'll go and I'll go.
My second one is very obvious. It's Bree Runway at the moment. She released another
Mm-hmm.
song called Hot Hot, and I have listened to it consistently. Um, I
Mm-hmm.
was gonna say Lala Ree from Drag Race doing Bad Bitch Tips. I was gonna put that on my list, but I feel like I've listened to Hot Hot more, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just getting to this La La Ree song, and I love it. It's great. It's quality. They're from Drag Race, RuPaul's Drag Race. But anyways, it's called Hot Hot. It is by Brie Runway. It samples "Touch It" by Busta Rhymes,
Mm-hmm.
which is I love her mind. Her mind, her concepts. Very that girl. She is the future. That's all I gotta say.
Big. Okay, okay. Alrighty. Well, my pick, which is my second pick, is
Hmm.
Rita Ora. She actually had came out with an album not too long ago. It's called Bank, and it's really a cute little pop. So I think it's like 4 or 5 songs. It's five songs on there, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 5 songs, and it's really really good. It's like basically a dance record, and I love dance records. I'm a very strong person that's into dance, and it's 4 songs, and it's really really great. So I never really been too much of a strong Rita Ora fan. It was just like she was there, but it's like I don't know anyone that I met that was like a diehard fan into her,
Hmm.
but you know.
And I don't think you ever will. So there's that.
Okay, well, again, like I said, I'm really proud of her. So this album was actually great. So I want you guys to check it out. So this is on my list for music. I mean, well, we got more to go. What's your third one?
Oh, I guess I'll do La La Reese. I guess I'll do that from Drag Race. Wig.
Okay.
I didn't really have anything. You guys, I don't have anything planned out. I'm just winging it as I'm going along.
Oh, I have a
But
list.
yeah, she was prepared. She was prepared. And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna just do what I want to do. I got this." Yeah, I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have had it prepared, but it is what it is. Yeah, it's gonna be La La Ree from Drag Race. I've been listening to that. I've been listening to Lil Nas X consistently, and I've been listening to Hot Hot from A Brie Runway consistently as well. It's just I'm supporting my girls.
We.
Because when you
Okay.
support the girls support you. You know?
Wig. Okay, I have my last two. I'll just try to combine these two because, guys, we got to make sure this video is on. We got to be okay. I'm gonna be on it.
Right.
Um, I had recently started watching Rio again, the movie, and actually I got back into the soundtrack. And I haven't really listened to the whole soundtrack, but I'm finally listening to it, and it's really good, you guys. So I really want you guys to check that out if you haven't, or if you already have, just go back to it and enjoy yourself. It's very fresh. My second one is Doja Cat with SZA. Sia,
Uh huh.
SZA, girl. You know what?
SZA. It's SZA. You were right.
Okay. It's called Kiss Me
I
More. I love the song actually.
I haven't. I listened to it. I didn't love it. Somebody made a statement that they feel like it's essentially just Say So, but another version of Say So, but
It
different.
is. It does feel that way. I was kind of getting that vibe too. It's like a part two, kind of a little bit.
Yeah.
But
And
I
I was like, oh,
enjoy
that's
it.
cool. I have to listen to it again to get into it. I think I'm a
Mhm.
person that, depending on the song, there are some songs that I'm like, oh, I'm here for this already, automatically. And then there are some songs that I'm like, I may need a couple tries to get into this and think that I like it. So it's one of those like I just need to probably listen to it again and see if I really like it or not or whatever. You know.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I hope you do go back and try it out, and I want you guys to check it out. So I think that's the only thing I got for music. I don't know if you wanted anything you want to add to it.
No, I think that was all I had to.
Okay.
Cause I mean, I could do a Lipa, that song that she did with Kylie Minogue. I love that. The Real Groove that I had you listen to when we went to the mall.
Mm-hmm.
That I mean, I can say that one, but I mean, you know, that song. The song is called It's called Real Groove. It's Kylie Minogue's song featuring Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa. I could say that song and put that on my list and all that. I could do that, but I'm not. We're good. Let's just
I
go.
think
Let's
you
just
already
skip
put it
on.
on your list by bringing it up, honey.
That's the point. That's the point I was making.
Okay. Okay, so next thing we're gonna get over to shows and movies, whichever one you want to pick or whatever case may be. Um well, I'll take this first part. I'll take this part if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
They recently had put Teen Wolf back on Hulu, even though it's on Amazon Prime. Um, and for some reason I got back into it because it's actually a good show. I haven't
Mhm.
finished it. I think I stopped at the third season, if I'm not mistaken. Because after
Mhm.
that, then I started dating and all that, and however,
Oh yeah, I get
So
you. You know
look,
how you are.
you just ramble on with it.
You
So
know. You be like, I'm good now. I'm
yeah,
dating.
I started dating, so that's why I really wasn't, finishing up, and I really wanted to finish because it's such a great show. I just love, I don't know, I love the calmness of the show, but it moves, but it's calm, and I guess maybe the way they shot it is kind of like a moody kind of thing, and I really love shows like that. I think that's why I really got heavy into Vampire Diaries because it kind of got this little mood, this little dim light setting in the show, and I really kind of like that in the shows because I have things with my eyes with color. So even though you can change your screen to that, but I enjoy that it's naturally that way. So that really drew me in, and plus the storytelling that they did as well. Because at first I didn't thought I was gonna like it. I had watched it on Netflix when it first came out. They had put the first season on Netflix, and I was like, oh, like girl, here they go. Because I already seen when it was advertising it, and then like one day I really just watched it. I was off, and it was late at night. And I said, let me watch something. And it was like, I was like, this is really actually good, you know. Especially a show that you thought you wasn't gonna like, and you try to be in your head like, oh girl, this ain't even all bad. Okay, well, girl, what's she gonna do? Now so it was one of those shows, and I'm glad that it's back. So I'm binge watching it, and I really want to make sure that I finish it up, and I want to have fun with it. So I don't want it to feel like a chore that I need to finish it versus just getting back into the show. So that's how I feel about this show, and I want you guys to see it's actually on Hulu, and I believe it's still on Amazon Prime if I'm not mistaken. So check it
Mhm.
out.
Okay. All right. I could see that being one of your picks. I had never got into that show. I kept
Hmm.
seeing things about it. Um, where people was like, "Oh, it's homoerotic." I kept seeing a lot of that,
Hmm.
and so I was like, "Let me get into it," but then I never did it. I was like, "I'll, we'll see. It'll happen one day."
Yeah, and it was kind of like they was gonna cancel the show. I don't know if you told me that or somebody told me that it was gonna the show was gonna be canceled, but the fans fought hard for it. As far as I remember in that time period, that they was able to have more seasons because I was buying those the DVDs for it actually,
hmm
and it was like, oh, it's about to end or whatever case may be because you know the reviews wasn't good, something like that, and then it kept moving, and I'm very excited about that. So
Yeah,
okay, so your next.
my show that I'm getting into right now. Um, well, first of all, it's The Circle. I've been really getting into
Okay,
that because
so me and you both. Hmm.
yeah, we're both talking about The Circle. We've both been watching that one. I'm only on episode 4, so I haven't gotten far, but I'm liking it so far. I don't love it, but I'm liking it. I don't know. It's like weird because first season, I think because of what it was at the first season and because of all these different things, it felt it felt what's the word I want to say?
Fresh.
Yes. And I think that's what it was. It's because it was fresh.
Yeah.
That's why, excuse me. That's why I was like, yeah, oh, I love this. This is great. But I feel like, it's cool now.
Hmm. I think it's real good. I think it's really, really great. I think the point is, look,
Yeah.
I really love it. I really, really do. I just, like I said, I'm taking my time with it because, guys, they're going to have
Yes.
many episodes. So just want to pace myself and want to have fun. I definitely want to be at home. I don't want to watch it at work. I want to be at home watching this and really getting into it because it's just one of those laid back ones. You have a little cute little wine, something like
Mm-hmm.
that. It's real, real fun. And it's good to watch it with people too as well because
Oh,
it's
it's
conversation.
perfect to watch with people. That's the point. That's the whole thing you do. You just get into it because you want to hang out with your friends and all that. It's good to watch by yourself too, but it's
Yeah,
perfect watching with people.
with somebody
Um,
because you want to talk some shit.
oh, absolutely. And that's what you do.
Hmm. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, Circle, but Circle is found on Netflix. You guys, if some of you guys don't know,
Oh yeah.
so
And it
yeah,
came out, didn't it come out like
yeah,
around the time the quarantine was first starting?
yeah. Hmm.
Girl, just we was just struggling through it. We was struggling, powering through it.
We were. All right, we got that. Okay, well, on my list, I
Mm-hmm.
have a show that again I'm rewatching. Well, I haven't finished it, but it's such a good show, and I know some people may, I don't know if you're really too much into. Is the middle that used to be on ABC, but is now HBO Max, and they got the
The
full
middle.
series, and I really enjoy that show. I didn't thought I was gonna like it. I think one day I'm trying to find out how I got into the show. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think I just bought the show on DVD because it was like cheap. It was something, maybe I think it was like a Black Friday sale. It was some kind of sale that happened. The reason why I picked the show up, and I said, let me just look at it. And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is actually a good show. And how I got heavy into it. And I had bought other like two. I bought another season. I think the other season was playing, but eventually I just again started dating. A lot of these shows that I stopped watching, it was because I was dating and I was in the dating world and stuff like that. And I was trying to,
And let's just say the dating world is a lot.
yeah, yeah, especially when you want to be active into whoever you're dating. Because I was like really strong into knowing who the hell I was with. So yeah. So, but it's a really, really great show. It has like almost 10 seasons, if I'm not mistaken. And again, I can't wait to complete it. It's one of my sleeping shows. Like, I go to sleep on it all the time, and I wake up just hearing it and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I enjoy. That's second on my list. So, and this is another show I need to complete as well. So, I got a whole list now. So,
Okay.
I mean, do you know anything? Are you familiar with the middle?
Not really, no. That's why, like, as you were saying, it's like that sounds familiar, but I don't think I know it.
You know it if I show you, but I don't think you ever watched it.
Yeah, I don't think I have. It's not registering. That's basically where I'm at with it. It's not registering to me.
Hmm.
But it sounds interesting. I would be into, I'm into. I like different stuff. I like stuff that's like different from, you know, some fun. I like having fun shows and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm interested. Okay, cool.
So what is on your list, love?
For my list, let's see. I watched that. I'm watching this show on Amazon called Invincible. I'll put
Hmm.
that on my list. Yeah, that sounds accurate. That sounds like me. Wig. Um, so Invincible is this cartoon, and
Hmm.
it's kind of essentially like an animated version of the boys. It's kind of similar to the boys, but it's a cartoon. But it's not only that, but it's also it's heavy too, like the boys essentially.
Yeah.
The boys is very heavy, and this is also very heavy. So it's just one of those shows that you're like, girl, what are they doing? What are they gonna do here? You know.
Yeah.
So I got into that because I don't know, I just felt like getting into something different.
Hmm.
Well, not different. This is very on brand for me, but I just felt like putting it on and trying it out and seeing if it was interesting and everything. And I kept hearing how good it was. And, I'm very into superheroes. So I got into the show. It's really good. It's like The Boys meets Teen Titans a little bit. Not Teen
Hmm.
Titans, Young Justice, where it's like it has a heavy message and it's a deep storytelling situation. But it's like The Boys in that the superheroes are terrible people. So far as we know.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. It's really cute. How do you have you heard anything about it? Did you see a trailer or anything, or what's about you? How about you with this one?
No, I haven't.
Hmm.
I'll watch it on the TV. I usually don't like to watch certain things on my pad or whatever the case may be. But like I said, I'm gonna try to look at it though.
Hmm.
So don't worry. I will look into it.
Okay. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's real heavy and dark, and it's cute, but it's fun. But go ahead. What's going on with you? What's your next one?
I think the last one I'm gonna pick because, like I said, we're gonna be pressed for time, but we're gonna make sure we're on time today.
Oh yeah.
Um, it's gonna be the Good Fight. It's
Hmm.
on
I figured.
Paramount Plus. Actually, I didn't even have it on my list. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm like, I forgot so much about that show, and I'm like, I got other things on my list, but I'm like, I can just save that for some other time. Um, it's basically a court show at the end of the day. And it's a spinoff from The Good Wife. I don't know if you guys are familiar with The Good Wife. If you are, it was on CBS, and it was a great show for its time, and I really enjoyed it. It was kind of around that time where a lot of cheating scandals that was coming out about a lot of politicians, which was way before then, but it was like really heavy. Like at that time,
Yeah, it
like
still is.
everybody
It
was
still
doing something.
is.
It's yeah, it
It
still is,
still
but it
is.
was like it was like heavy. So I remember when I seen the promo for it, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" So this is what the show's gonna be about: her dealing with this situation. So I never wanted to get into it, and I think at one point, I had watched the episode, and the episode was like really, really good. And I was like, I thought they was going to be just talking about her and her husband all the time. And it was great that she had her own identity besides that situation, and how she rebuilt herself, and the characters that was around her, definitely added a plus to it as well. So I was like, I just love how they, because I thought that was all the story was going to be about, but they did very well on that
I
show.
love when they do that too, by the way. Where
Yeah,
it's
when
like,
you think it's
"Oh,
going to
this
be
is."
one thing.
Yes. And they're like, "No, we're gonna expand on the story and not just be this. It's more to it than just what you thought you were gonna get." I love when they do that because it really gives it gives you as a fan more to
Hmm.
the story. Like what's the show that I was watching Magicians. I just finished that, and it's like they expanded the story a lot in adding new characters and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
giving those characters backstories and everything. And I love that because it gives, I don't know, it gives you more to get into, and it gives you more people to understand. It improves on the story. I don't know how to explain it in something that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense,
You're
but
making sense. It's like great writers that's in the room, because some people, and the funny thing is, like with those kind of shows, it's really disheartening when you see people that has like comic books, movies, and shows and stuff, and they don't do a good job with them. And it's like, how?
right. Or you'll see a show and they're like, okay, we have this character, and they bring the character in, and you're like, I actually like that character. What are you going to do with them? And then they're like, well, we're just going to murder them. And it's like, uh,
Yeah, it's like a waste of time. So, but so it's a spin off from the Good Wife, and the Good Fight is, like I said, it's based in Chicago. Oh, my bad, girl.
girl, don't do that. The Chicago people will be on you.
I know. Okay. So, it's based in Chicago, and it's basically about lawyers and stuff like that. So, and it's really, really good. It's a lot of black people that's in the show actually, and I think it was like very interesting to see it. And the funny thing is, you guys, it was very just. I really was like kind of like watching the show, just like shocked, like,
Mm-hmm.
oh really? Like, these a lot of black people, like a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
them. And they do talk about race, they do talk about politics, and it was around that time when 45 was in office. And like I said, the show is basically saying that they don't like him at all. And which is a little bit it's hard for me, but it would have been great to see at that time. But I don't really like to hear about that man or talk about him at all, even if
Yeah,
you think he is a person.
this is the first time you've been like, oh no, we're calling him a cult,
Yeah,
and usually you say that, and I'm like, oh girl, but yeah.
yeah. So, and I'm so glad that we're kind of over that a little bit, even though it's still staying. Because I even like when I be on TikTok, because I used to follow a lot of things that was about getting rid of him during the election time, and it's really to the point that they don't even talk about him like that. They don't talk about him no more, because it's like, girl, that don't, like, it's like to get him out of memory, because it's over with. Now they do got some of his supporters that be popping on in there,
Oh,
and it's like,
absolutely.
and it's like, girl, we done with that. We ain't even talking about Biden and Kalama,
Kamala.
Kamala, Lord Harris, like that. It's like, okay, girl, they better do their job. Let them, they get it good. We don't talk about them how they talk about that man when he was in. It was just so much.
It really
So,
was.
yeah, that's pretty much so it. But it's still a great show. It's on Paramount Plus, and I want you guys to get into it. It's very, very great. So.
And
That's
it's
like my
fun.
last one, you guys.
And it's fun. Quick. I actually
Mhm.
watched a little bit of The Good Wife. No, no, no. Did I watch The Good Wife or The Good
The Good
Fight?
Wife. We watched The Good Wife.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. It's actually pretty good. It's interesting. I don't particularly love court dramas that much. I've only
Hmm.
ever really gotten into a few. I think the last one that I really got into was How to Get Away with Murder, and before that it was, wait, what was before that? I can't even think of it. That's how little of
Girl, you
core
better
dramas
say
I watch.
divorce court. Just say it.
Who?
I think you better say divorce court.
Oh, girl, wig. Well, that too.
Wait.
But I mean, like real. Like I mean, like shows. Shows that you watch.
Yeah, yeah.
Core dramas. That's what I was meaning.
Wait. Okay, so what is your last show?
Okay, I said Invincible. I said The Circle. I guess I can talk about.
Them.
No, I don't want to talk about that at all. I'm good.
Yeah, some urges got me to watch because people say it is like really hard, but I'm like, I really want to see this.
Are you going to?
I think I am.
Well, just prepare yourself mentally for it because it's a lot. So just when you watch it, prepare yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I might give it a try.
All right, girl. Well, let me know how you feel. Oh my
Wait.
god, my body is just not happy with me. Wig. But okay, so what else am I watching right now? Uh Screaming. I guess I'll say The Magicians because that's the. Oh no, 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 no. Excuse me, wig. Sorry, y'all. I
Yeah.
am watching this. I'm watching this older cartoon called Mickey Mouse,
Oh.
but I'm
Wait.
watching the. It's shorts. It's like Mickey Mouse shorts, basically.
Mhm.
It only had 5 seasons and it ended in 2019. It started 2013. And so basically, it's like, short versions of Mickey Mouse cartoons. And it's just like quick bites. Like at least 3 minutes, at most 8 minutes. And I was looking at something on YouTube about interesting moments from this cartoon. And I was like, oh, that's funny. Like they have one where I think I'll actually show that one to you and see how you feel about it and we'll talk. And so basically, they have a bunch of different ones. Um it's fun. It's a fun little cartoon. Um I'm enjoying it so far. I've been really getting into it and I like it. Um I like how brief it is, but I like how great the storytelling is to where it's like it doesn't feel like time has is limiting it and time is ruining the storytelling and stuff like that. So I'm enjoying it for that. I think it's cool that they're doing, that they're doing these shorts and they're good, basically.
Yeah.
Going with that.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I'm gonna show you an episode either today or another time. We'll see. But it's on Disney Plus, by the way. You guys, I forgot to say that. This is on Disney Plus. Um, yeah. So it's a good show. It's fun. It's cute, and it's just for the girls, Wig.
So this is our list for music and also our movies. Well, actually, we
TV
didn't even do
shows.
movies. I don't think we did one movie
We
other than the
haven't,
kids
so we can just
movie.
separate them. We can do movies
Yeah,
after.
yeah, we'll do that one later. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So, is there anything else you want to add?
I guess we could talk about video games if you want to do that.
We already did our video game list. We did it on our last video, our list of video
Okay,
games.
girl, wig. My bad. Wig.
We're gonna be on time today.
Okay, girl. Well,
Mhm.
I guess we could talk about movies if you want to do a little quick one on movies and stuff that we've been getting into. Because you did kind of mention Rio, so that counts, I guess.
Weird. Well, yes, you guys, I did see Rio. I'm rewatching Rio over and over and over. I'm the type of person I will rewatch something over and over.
Same.
That's the kind of person I am. I want you guys to check that out. It's on, I believe it's on Disney Plus. If I'm not mistaken, it's on Disney Plus.
I think it might
It's on
be.
Disney Plus and it's on Hulu. I think it's on Hulu too. I believe it's on Hulu too, you guys. So it's I think it's on both. So you guys can check that out. Also, another movie, The New Mutants. I had got into that as well.
Wig.
We might do a little brief review on that for next time, which will
Oh,
be with,
we absolutely will. Just
yeah,
letting
it'll
you
be for
guys
Mortal
know.
Kombat because we're doing Mortal Kombat
Oh
next week actually.
yeah.
So
I'm excited.
we'll
It's
do
gonna
that. We'll do like that in the beginning, so you guys can know a little bit about that. I don't think I have any other movies that I have gotten into. I'm really trying to think really hard. Wow. I just been watching nothing but shows. So I don't really think I have any movies.
same. I don't know what it is. I mean, I think what was the last movie I watched?
I was trying to watch King Kong versus Godzilla, but I'm just not really a strong person of that franchise for some
I
reason.
can
I just
understand.
after King Kong, which King Kong was actually good, the one that came out in 2000 and I believe ooh, five. Yeah, it came out in 2005. Now to think about it, it came out in 2005 because I remember I was here. I was
Mm-hmm.
here in Houston by then. So yeah, I was here in Houston.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I remember Harry Potter came out, and it was going to be either between King Kong and which one we was picking between it and girl, and I already seen Harry Potter. That was the Goblet of Fire, and I already seen that movie actually, but I was going to re-see it with my sister, and it was between that. My mom wanted to see King Kong, and it was like I was the last vote to vote it in. And I wish I would have picked King Kong, you guys, because I didn't know the movie was gonna be that good. So I just picked Harry Potter, like, oh, I seen it or whatever. Cause I mean, I'll see it again. I'm okay with that. I wish I'd have picked King Kong because it was so good. I would have really
Wig.
been excited to see that in theaters.
Yeah, you probably would have.
hmm hmm
Wig.
So,
Well, I
but
did
that's the
see
only
King
movie.
Kong.
The Skull, I think that one I ain't really care for that. But go ahead, girl. I'm sorry.
Wig. No, you're good. You're good, Wig. I did actually see King Kong versus Godzilla. Um, it is one of those movies where it's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, it don't make sense," and this and that, and yeah, it don't. But the whole point of watching this is, I just want to see these two fight. I just want to see the girls scrapping. You know?
Okay. I think I might just skip to that part because I watched the beginning. Because like I'm not gonna lie, it does bring you in because like I was like, I was gonna have it playing in the background, you guys, because you know how movies start up slow. Not saying that it's moving fast, but I ain't knew I was gonna see King Kong that fast. So I was like, spoiler alert, just a little small spoiler alert, because he was in the beginning of the movie and he was just laying out. I said, girl,
Right.
hey,
But you
pause
know,
the movie.
I think it's because we've been having these moments where these movies have been like, "Oh, is this who you want to see?" You'll see them at the end of the movie, and it's like, "Girl,
Yeah,
I just wanted to see them."
I'm trying to think about a movie that was like that. That if we did all that, and then we see a little bit of them in the movie.
Godzilla.
Well, yeah, it could have been Godzilla.
It
It
was.
was that,
It
and
definitely was Godzilla.
it was Queen of the Dam by with a lid in it, and I was like, I just felt like we just got left of her time. I'm like, girl, I want to see the girl. I want to see the diva. I want to see her in here acting or whatever.
Especially
It was
since
like
they advertised her as the that was the
so
advertisement.
heavy, even though it surrounded, around her character. I mean, well, she was the hierarchy of that movie, but
Yeah.
at the same time, there's a story of, I guess, whatever, the person that was supposed to take her down. It felt like they was going to have a Queen of Damn part two. Like, it was
I
going to
can
have
see
her coming
that.
back. But I really just felt like, girl, it took me so long to get to her. And I'm like, girl, this is all I get.
Right.
So I get what you're saying, where, they show him at the end of the movie.
Yeah. No, no, no. You said that, I think.
Yeah, well, we both said it, girl.
Okay, weird. But yeah, it's one of those movies. Just shut your brain off. It doesn't. Don't put logic where logic does not need to be. You know. And this
hmm
is one of those. I know that this weird. It's weird to think about because we have those movies that are like, oh, you have to think, and it's certain movies that you're like, oh, you don't have to think, and all that. It's a weird situation with all this, with these kind of movies where it's like certain movies it's oh yeah, you have to understand it to think you have to think to understand it. But with certain movies it's always like you just come here to have fun. It's just
Yeah, I'm
don't
not gonna
do
think
it
about
fun.
that.
Just like if you're into Fast and the Furious, listen, Fast and the Furious, all of that, none of that makes any sense. You do not come into that movie going, "Oh, I want common sense. I want logic." You don't come to those movies for that.
I still stand by Tokyo Drift was the best one. I haven't even watched anything after Tokyo Drift. I had watched the first one, which I remember as a kid. I was so excited to see this movie because the advertisement that they put on this shit,
It looks great.
I was like, "Oh, bitch, we about to be seeing it. We about to be doing it in these cars." And me and my brother was so excited, and I was just watching that movie like, "Bitch, when we gonna be in the car? You bitch, y'all been hanging out, been walking around." And then when we finally get in the car, I'm like, okay, I mean, I think the point is, I'm so upset as long as y'all been out the car. By the time y'all get into the action, I just feel like it's not enough. Even though it's good for the action part of them in the car, the movie was sucked to me personally. But even that part was good. But I'm like, but bitch, I feel like, y'all owe me more. I
Right.
felt robbed. So I seen the first one and the second one, but Tokyo Drift was good. I am so good. They had a good storyline. They knew what they was doing with it. It was good to see Tokyo or whatever case may be in that way, which was great. And I think it was one part, and I don't know why it stuck in my head, where the white guy he had went to Japan or whatever case may be, and he met this girl, and clearly we know that she probably maybe she was mixed with something. And he asked her something that which I think us minorities need to keep on letting white people know and other people to know too, just in case, was she's like, he was like, oh, he was like, where you come from or whatever. And he said, where you from? She said, oh, I'm from here. And he said, no, I'm asking where you come from. Well, does it matter where I came from?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Or
and
you
I don't know
gotta
why
do
it's
like you gotta do what Candace did, where the girl's just like, "Where are you? Who are you? Where are you from?" I come from God.
okay. Earth, maybe Mars. I don't know, girl. Yeah, so I don't know why they always stuck out with me for years. Every time I think about that movie, I always think about that one part because it's like, yeah, bitch, and she still didn't tell him afterwards. Nope, ain't gonna let your
As she
ass
shouldn't
know.
have.
That
As
ain't
she
none of your
shouldn't
damn
have.
business.
It's not. It really isn't. Wig.
So that's on the movie I remember. I watched that I know I watched and I love. The other two, the first ones, yeah. But after Tokyo Drift, I was like, I thought it was done. And then they kept going with the shit, and I said, "Oh, these bitches about to weigh it out."
And they are. And they will.
Ugh,
But
horrible.
for me it was Godzilla. That's the most recent movie I've watched. Um I will be watching. I will be definitely absolutely seeing Mortal Kombat. That's on my list. I'm going out to see it actually, you guys. So wish me luck,
I
pray for
was
me and all
supposed
that.
to go, but yeah,
Yeah, it's life.
yeah,
But it'll be
yeah,
okay. We're gonna see it and talk about it. So that's definitely happening. We're gonna talk about it still.
yeah. So let's talk about the New Mutants during that time.
Oh,
Oh,
absolutely.
mhm. Is there anything else you want to
Um,
add, honey? Because we on our time limit.
I think I was gonna say something about Tom and Jerry real quick.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
I'll just do Tom and Jerry. Um, now it doesn't have that leniency where it's like, oh, just shut up your brain. It doesn't have that. It's not. Don't award it that. It was trash.
Hmm.
Um,
I don't like when they do the cartoon movies and they be trying to add the humans. Like, let them be in their own little world. Let them do their own
yeah.
little thing.
Just
Really let
make
them
sure the
do.
movie is good. That's all we care about.
Yeah, because like I said with Smurfs, the third movie, The Lost Village, that was the best Smurf movie. Because I seen the first one and that was horrible to watch. Because I was never into the Smurfs, but the second one wasn't good either, if I'm not mistaken. So I see
Mm-hmm.
the little bit of that, and I didn't like that. Now the third one was surprisingly good. I had watched it one day. I think it was on something. I was like, this is because I kept on thinking it was going to go to the real world, out of their world to the real world, because that's always what the thing's been. And I was like, okay, what are they going to do? And they just stood in the world, and I was like, oh, this is really a good movie. And I was like, well, where was this for the first movie?
Right.
I guess. I guess. So the third movie was the best movie for the Smurfs. So I think the same thing mistake they're making that they made for like the Smurf movie is just adding people.
And I think one of the reasons is what makes it bad is like they add these people and they make it majorly about those people.
Yes.
And that's the problem with Tom and Jerry is that
We don't care
it's
about them.
huh?
I don't know. We do not care about the humans. We don't care about
We
them.
don't. We don't. We don't. We really don't. Trust me, we don't. And that's what they did. That's the mistake they made where they was like, "Oh, we're going to make it like 90% about Chloe Grace Moretz." I love her. She's a great
Mm.
actress. But
I do
girl,
that.
I didn't like Greta. Remember we watched Greta and she was the star of that. That was
Greta was good.
Greta was a mess.
Girl, okay, girl.
A mess. But it,
Leave
it was
Greta
good. I
alone.
think we loved it, but I don't think we loved it at the same time.
No, no. But I was
I
excited to see it though.
yeah, yeah. That was the best part. Wig. But let's see that. That's pretty much it. Yeah, just I like Chloe Grace Moretz, but I don't feel like I feel like I came to see Tom and Jerry knuckle up. You know, I came to see them fight and do all that they was gonna do, and they gave that to us. But then it was like, okay, but also this human girl wants to do
I
things
don't
with
care
her
about
life,
her. I
right?
don't care about her.
I said I was told I was going to see Tom and Jerry. Who
Not
is this
this hoe.
person? Is this Jerry? Is this human Tom? Okay then.
Let me tell you something. She should have been a hype man for the situation. Tom and Jerry got this story coming on, and then she come around the corner and be like, "Oh, what are they doing over
Right.
there? Oh my lord!" And then she leave out the room, and they continue with the story. That's what she could have been.
Yes.
That's it. We don't need nothing else.
She just comes in, cleans up the space or something. I don't know, girl.
Hmm.
Do something that's useful to me. You know? This
Okay,
wasn't
because
useful to me. This wasn't that. But it's yeah, I didn't like it. Well, I guess girl. You know what's so funny?
well,
I just realized we did not introduce ourselves.
wig. Well, they'll know when it's time for us to go.
Yes, y'all will know.
Oh Lord. All right. Is there anything else you want to add, love?
No, I think that was it. My little tiny Tom and Jerry rant was enough for me.
Wig. Okay, you guys. If you didn't know, this is Tide Ho signing off.
And this is oh Lord.
And this is the T.O. show. We didn't even say what the show was.
We didn't either. No, oh my
I was gonna remember. I remembered,
god.
and it's just like,
You know, but
and
you know
I
how we
was like,
was.
and I was waiting for you to finish speaking, and I was gonna bring it up, but I guess you must have said something that was interesting. That's why I was like, oh yeah, I had got into it, and I was like, oh, we still gotta do it.
We do, and I girl, I thought about it too after that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna say it after, and then Plum forgot. We both forgot.
Oh,
Sorry,
wig.
y'all.
All right. Well,
That's how tired we are. We forgot.
okay. All right, you guys.
Bye. Ooh,
Bye.
that was